Alright, I'm going to show you how to play the song number 41 by the Dave Matthews Band. Now there are two intros to this song. One of them he does more common in live shows, and then the other one is off the original studio version on the Crash CD back from 90 something. I don't know, it was one of his first CDs a long time ago. I'll show you how to do both intros, starting with the one off the studio version off the CD Crash. It's going to start off with a chord that is made on your D, G, and B strings on your second, fourth, and first frets in that order. That's what you should hear right there. And then the second chord is just going to be slid up a little bit. You're going to be on fourth fret D string. You're going to have an open G on this one and a third fret B. Should have a sound like that. And then you're going to slide up again so that you're on 7, 7 on D, G, and then 5 on B. Should have a sound like that. Those are the three chords. Now I'm going to show you how he does them. He doesn't just strum the chords. He actually picks each individual note, just going, they're descending and then reascending those three strings. Show you how to do it here real quick. Now you can also add your open A string for just a little bit of a bass tone in there if you're playing by yourself or without a bass player. That's what this is going to sound like. Alright, that's the intro off the Crash CD. I'm going to show you the one that he does a little more commonly when he's playing the song live. Now the chords that are out of this intro are a real stretch for your hand. It's going to hurt a little bit the first couple times you do them, but I'll show you how to do it real quick. It's going to start off third finger, fifth fret on your E string, and then your second finger on your third fret A string, and then second fret first finger on your D string, and then your fourth finger, your pinky, is on your G string, fifth fret. You should have a sound like this. Now you're going to take that chord and slide it up 2 frets. So you're on 7, 5, 4, 7, E, A, D, G. Should sound like that. Now the next chord is the one that really hurts because you got to move your pinky. You almost have to like pop it out of the joint or something. It really hurts. What you're going to do is that same pattern. You're going to move down a string. So you're on 7, 5, 4 on A, D, G, and then on your B you're on 8. That's what is going to start to make your hand hurt after a minute. You should have a sound like this. And then you're going to slide down to what would be a C pattern, but you're actually up 2 frets from where a normal C would be. So you'll be on 5, 4, open G string, and third fret B string. So you're on A, D, G, B, 5, 4, open 3. You should have a sound like that. Now he does a little hammer in there when he starts picking it, which all that is you're going to use your middle finger and hammer on the 4th fret on your G string and on your D string. That's what that's going to sound like. Now I'll play it for you in time so you have an idea of what it's supposed to sound like, and just keep practicing because these chords hurt the first couple times you do them, but you'll get used to them pretty quick. They're not too difficult. This is what you should get when you do the live intro of 41. Alright, he does that usually about 4 times, and then he's going to start the song, you know, the verse, which is fairly straightforward. You're just going to have your pinky and third finger on your G and B string on 7 and 8. That's what you should be hearing. Those don't move for pretty much the entire verse of the song. What you're going to be moving is your first and second fingers. They're going to be going from 5 on E to 7 on E to 7 on A, and then down to 5 on A. And then you should, hear that. The 7, 8 after every note. This is what you're going to have. Now if you're playing solo, you don't have a bass player or whatever, you can kind of jazz that up a little bit by doing a little ascend between each note, which will go 5, 6, 7 on E, and then 5, 6, 7 on A, and then 7, 6, 5 on A on your way back. This is what it'll sound like. That's just something to give it a little bit more flair. Now the chorus of the song is a chord that's actually out of another song called Dancin' Nancy. That's a different video. Go check it out if you haven't seen it yet. The chord is with your second finger, 3rd fret on the E string, 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, and your 4th finger is on your 4th fret of the G string. Should sound like that. And then the next chord to the chorus is a real common Dave chord. He does this in a lot of songs. It's going to be 2nd fret E string, and then 2nd fret G string. One of the first chords out of Trippin' Billy's, you might recognize it from that. And then you're going to slide that first pattern that you just did on the chorus up until you're on the 8th fret of the E string. So you're on 8, 7, 9, E, A, G. What the chorus sounds like with speed or timing or whatever is. Back to the verse. Now those are really the only two parts of the song, other than towards the end of the song, like if he's playing with Tim or whatever and Tim is having a little jam, he'll go back to the intro, which is just those same 4 chords I showed you. 5, 3, 2, 5 on E, A, D, G, and then 7, 5, 4, 7 on E, A, D, G, and then 7, 5, 4, 8, A, D, G, B, and then you have 5, 4, open 3, A, D, G, B. He'll go back to that part like he did in the intro. There you go. That's all there is to the song number 41.